Sleep is an important part of life, but scientists don't fully understand it. Sleep is stressed because it is important for our bodies to rest and for our minds, emotions, and bodies to work well. Watch this movie to learn more about how sleep works. We talk about how sleep changes our brains, why we dream, and what happens when we don't get enough sleep. We'll also talk about nap times, REM sleep, and a lot more. How about we take a better look? Your mind and body are not as busy while you sleep. Your awareness decreases and some of your abilities cease to function. It happens over and over, going back and forth between REM and non-REM sleep. People often dream unintentionally during certain stages of sleep. A lot of the body's systems are in an anabolic state while you sleep. This helps the immune, nervous, skeletal, and muscle systems heal. Your body's clock tells you every night to go to sleep. People can have different sleep problems like parasomnia, sleeplessness, bruxism, and problems with their circadian rhythm-based sleep. Electronics and outdoor lights that give off artificial light have changed the way people sleep in big ways. During sleep, the brain changes in ways that are simple to see. Your brain doesn't need as much power when you're asleep as it does when you're awake. While people sleep, their sensory threshold goes up. This means that they can still react to loud noises and other sensory events even though they can feel them less. Some of the best natural ways to track and measure changes that happen during sleep are polysomnography, simplified electrocardiography, EKG, electromyography, EMG, electroencephalography, EEG, and actigraphy for motor actions. The brain produces beta, theta, gamma, and delta waves while sleeping. The beat and strength of each waveform are different. Two types of sleep are REM sleep and non-REM sleep. REM sleep is when your eyes move quickly back and forth. Before and after slow-wave sleep, which is also called deep sleep, there is non-REM sleep. The brain uses less energy at this time, and the body's temperature and heart rate both go down. Not as much of your sleep time is spent in REM sleep, which is also known as odd sleep. It is characterized by fast, jumbled brain waves, eye movements, muscle loss, and losing balance. A healthy night's sleep has this pattern of NREM and REM sleep that happens about every 90 minutes. This pattern happens 4 to 6 times. NREM sleep is split into 3 states by the American Academy of Sleep Medicine. These are N1, N2, and N3. N3 is also called slow-wave sleep or delta sleep. Getting awake can mean the end of sleep or just a quick look around before going back to sleep. People choose when they go to sleep based on their free will, their biological clock, process C, and their sleep-wake balance, process S. The circadian clock is a complex network of chemicals in the brain that sets the internal time of day and night based on what it learns from the outside world. Because of this, the best times to get deep sleep are different every day. The circadian clock in our bodies changes when the light changes. The best light is blue. Many people today aren't in sync with their own circadian clocks because of work, long trips, and bright lights inside and outside. Sleep debt happens when the brain doesn't get enough glucose and adenosine builds up. This makes it challenging to sleep. Brain waves can move more slowly if you don't get enough sleep. This can make you feel bad, worry more, lose focus, and have trouble remembering things. When other people are awake and work needs to be done, this is called social time, and it has an effect on people. Time zones, which are based on when the sun rises and sets, make sure that everyone knows what time it is. Chronotypes, such as early bird and night owl, describe how people normally sleep. However, as people get older, their sleep patterns may change. A lot of people remember taking naps as kids. These short sleep times are beneficial for the health of your mind and brain. A number of genes, such as ABCC9, DEC2, dopamine receptor D2, and changes near PAX8 and VRK2, affect how people sleep. People who are naturally short sleepers don't feel sleepy during the day or have other problems that come with not getting enough sleep. They just sleep for fewer hours than most people. There are both objective and subjective ways to judge how well someone slept. Every age group and type of person needs a different amount of sleep. For a healthy heart and a happier life, the CDC says you should get 6.7 hours of sleep every night. Mental illnesses like bipolar disorder, sadness, and alcoholism can make it difficult to sleep. The weather can also change how long you sleep. Up to 90% of people say they sleep longer in the winter, for instance. How much a child sleeps changes their brain size and their ability to think and learn. Sleep also has an effect on how kids learn to talk. A routine at bedtime can help a child sleep better and teach them beneficial sleep habits that they can use for the rest of their lives. Sleep is necessary to produce chemicals that repair and protect the brain from metabolic waste produced when we wake up. Even the most basic animals need to rest every once in a while. This is because most animals need to sleep to stay alive. To build long-lasting memories and remember more of what you've learned and done in the past, you need to process your memories while you sleep. Memory renewal while you sleep is linked to the formation of long-lasting memories in the neocortex. Reactivating memories at night is important for keeping them stable. An important part of sleep called REM sleep is when people dream. In the first person, dreams are vague and random events. Dreams can be seen as messages about wants that aren't being met. Insomnia is a common sleep disorder that can be caused by stress, a negative sleep setting, or too much stimulation. Part of treatment is changing how you act, getting enough sleep, and staying away from drugs. We don't know what the connection is between exercise and sleep, but it can help people who have trouble sleeping. There is a link between drugs and other sleep aids. Not getting enough sleep has been linked to heart disease, obesity, and mental illness. Not getting enough sleep can lead to heart disease, stroke, and other heart problems. It has been shown that people who are overweight are 45 to 55% more likely to get less sleep. Research suggests that sleep problems can be both mental illness and a symptom. There's a strong link between insomnia and anxiety, major depression disorder, PTSD, and even suicide. Scientists have also found that the health of people who sleep is different. Black people, for instance, sleep for 5 times less time than white people. You can sleep better if you do things like go to bed at the same time every night, avoid screens before bed, get enough exercise, and avoid coffee before bed. These are drugs that make you fall asleep. Some of them are alcohol, barbiturates, painkillers, benzodiazepines, non-benzodiazepine hypnotics, antihistamines, and weed. The order and spread of sleep stages can be changed by some drugs. Gamma-hydroxybutyrate and other drugs that your body makes itself can help you sleep well. Some drugs that make it difficult to sleep are cocaine, amphetamines, methamphetamines, MDMA, empathogen, entactogens, and methylphenidate. You may not be able to sleep or get enough sleep if you drink a lot of coffee. This can make you less alert and tired. Certain drugs might change the way you sleep without making you sleepy or asleep. What and how much you eat changes how long and well you sleep. Eating a lot of carbs can help you fall asleep faster and stay asleep longer. The way people sleep in different places is very different. When it came to sleep patterns, societies that didn't have artificial light had more broken sleep patterns than societies that did. In Europe before industrialization, people usually slept in 2 stages, with not much difference between when they were awake and tired. People in some groups sleep at all hours of the day, and for shorter amounts of time at night. This is called a broken sleep pattern. In the developed West, people sleep a lot less because of LED lights. People now sleep in longer, more focused chunks during the night. An historian named A. Roger Akir says that the rich urban elite in Europe stopped having the normal pattern of segmented sleep in the late 1700s and kept it off for another 200 years. Today, most people sleep at night, but individuals who live in hot places may sleep during the day. On the ground, people sleep on their skin or on a blanket. On platforms or beds, they sleep with pillows, blankets, or no support at all. Some of the things that affect these choices are the temperature, the number of pests, the type of building, the safety of animals, and your own personal taste. In the past, people thought that sleep was the same as death. John Donne, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, Percy Bysshe Shelley, and John Keats were some of the poets who wrote songs about the link between sleep and death. People often say things like rest in peace and big sleep when they mean death. A lot of people believe that the most peaceful way to die is to pass away while you sleep. People who study consciousness and thought have used deep sleep without dreams to change their state of mind and look into the qualia and consciousness of animals and people. Artists find fascination in mythology, dreams, religious themes, the connection between sleep and death, rewards, relinquishing conscious control, healing, innocence, peace, and the sensuous.